So you have the number 1 and you have the factors of 1 are. This is where a lot of people get factors confused with multiples. Okay, you got to think what numbers go into 1. Into 1 can be divided into 1. Well, that is just 1. Yeah, because 1 times 1 makes 1. And you notice 1 has 1 factor itself. Yeah, 1 times 1. Let's say we get the number 2. How many factors does 2 have? Well, only 2 numbers go into 2, 1 and 2, because 1 times 2. Well, 2 has 2 factors, 1 has 1. Let's take the number. Let's now take number 3. We'll keep it as 3. So 3, how many factors does 3 have? Well, it has 1 and 3. So it has itself and 1. Hopefully some of you might already be clicking now as what's other links to these numbers, which we're going to get to in a second. Let's go 4. I'm not going to go all the way through from 1 to 20. I'm just going to pick certain ones. So, how many factors does 4 have? If you think you know, pause the video and write it down. Right, so 4, it has 1 in itself. However, it also has another factor of 2. Because 2 times 2 is 4. So 4 has 1, 2, 3 factors. Yeah, 1 has 1 itself. 2 and 3 have 2. 4 has 3 factors. Now let's take it a bit further and go on to another number. Let's go straight to 10. Let's see, how many factors does 10 have? Well, 10 has 1. You should see they all have 1 as a factor, and it's also got itself as 10. This is a really good strategy now to write this out as well. So now, I know 1 goes into 10, and now what's the next number after 1? 2. I know 2. Remember from another video I've said, 2 goes into any even number, so 2 times 5. And then, does 3 go into 10? No. Does 4? No. Then back to 5. So 10 has 4 factors. Let's step it up now. Let's go to something like 24. Yeah, a number with a lot of factors, and this technique will help you to not miss them as well. So 24 is got 1 and itself. 24 is even, so it's got 2 and 12. What else on 24? Well, 3 does. A little trick to know that 3 goes into any number. 24, 2 add 4 is 6. 6 in a 3 times table. That's a quick trick to know if 3 goes into a number, and it works really well with big numbers as well. So 3 times 8, and then does 4? Yes, it does. 4 times 6. 5 doesn't, because the number doesn't end in a 0 or a 5. 5 doesn't go into it. So you see, 24's got all these factors. And by doing it this way, I'm least unlikely going to miss a number. Right, let's go for a big number. Let's say we've got, let's go for 60. Yeah, in a way you can easily miss numbers. So you go 1 times 60. Easiest one, 1 and 60. 2 times 30. Then we go to 3 and 20. So you keep going. 4 goes into it. And if 4's, that's 15. Does 5 go into it? Yes, it does. 5 goes into it 12 times. Let's have a little think about that. And 6, 10 times. Then does 7? No. Does 8? No, it doesn't. Right. I've done a lot of even numbers here. Let's go to an odd number. Yeah, I've got to mix it up a little bit so you can see how it changes. So let's do 45. So we know 1 and 45. Right, it's not even. So we know 2 doesn't go there because 45, it ends in a 5, so we know it's not even. Does 3? Well, 3 does. And 3 goes into 45 15 times. Does 4? Well, it's not even. So 4 goes only into even numbers. Not every other even number, but only even numbers. 4 doesn't, 5, and then we've got 9. 6 doesn't, 7 doesn't, and 8 doesn't. So that's how you see odd numbers. Now, let's link this to the prime numbers. So from other videos you've seen that prime numbers only have 2 factors. So now, pause the video. I want to see now, which of these numbers do you think are prime numbers? Yes, so pause the video, identify ones which are prime. Right, so hopefully you've done that now, hopefully you've seen which ones are prime. And I hope you didn't say 1's prime. 1 is not prime, yeah? Because it only has 1 factor itself. Whereas the numbers that you should recognise are prime are 2 and 3. Because these 2 numbers only have 2 factors, 1 and itself, yeah? 1 and itself. Whereas these all have more than 2 factors. A lot of people seem to think 1's prime, but it's not, because it doesn't have more than 1 factor, yeah? And 2 hopefully you notice it is the only even prime number. The only even prime number because it has 2 factors. So after 2, all of the prime numbers can only be odd. Not every odd number, like 45 isn't prime. And a big one people get confused with, I mentioned this in another video as well, people think 9's prime. Pause the video now, what factors does 9 have? Right, so you should have paused it and I go, well 9 has 1 and itself, but the number that people always forget about, 3 goes into 9. Yeah? And 9 has 3 factors. Another number, 15, people get confused with that one. But 1 times 15, we've also got 3 times 5. Yeah, so 15, it's got 4 factors, 9's got 3. Another little thing you might have noticed, pause the video now, which of these numbers do you think are square numbers? This I will do in another video as well, but which of those do you think are square? Pause the video, have a go. Right, so the numbers you should realise are square numbers are 4, yeah, 9 is also square, but it's also 1 is square. Yeah, 1's not prime, but it is square because 1 times 1 makes 1. Yeah, 2 times 2 makes 4. Yeah, 2 times 2 makes 4. 1 times 1 makes 1. 3 times 3 makes 9. So there we've touched on factors, prime numbers, and a little bit on square numbers as well. So hopefully that's helped. If you like what you see, click subscribe. There's loads more videos out there. So to summarise this one, hopefully now you've got a bit more understanding what factors are. You've got a great technique to realise what numbers go into what as well. And you've got a bit of an understanding of what prime numbers are, okay? So hopefully you like the video. You know, message me if you want any information, anything like that. Click subscribe for more videos, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Take care.